Hey guys, Scott with Greensboro Realty. Today I'm going to show you how to plug a nail or a screw in your tire in case you end up in a situation like I am where you are leaking air out of one of your tires and you look and see that there's a nail or screw in there. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Scott with Greensboro Realty. Today I've got to plug my tire because I got a nail in my tire while I was out on a showing. So I thought, what a great time to show you guys how to plug your own tire at home in case you ever get in the situation I'm in now. So I will say one thing is the car I'm driving I upgraded when I became a realtor. It is a Honda Accord hybrid, which means there's no spare tire, which also means there's no jack for the car. They basically give you a compressor to save space because of the battery pack, which is unfortunate. So this means I have to change the tire or basically patch the nail while it's on the car. So what I typically do is I've got an air compressor. You guys can see I've got that pancake air compressor right there. I'm gonna basically overinflate my tire a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is pull the nail out, and I'm gonna show you guys where this nail is. So you can see right there, there it is. And so that I'm going to pull out, and then I'm going to use what's called a plug. And so there's various different types of tire plugs, and then this what these things are. And so the easiest way to repair the tire is overinflate the tire, pull the nail out. So you'll need some needle nose pliers to pull the nail out or the screw. And then at that point, I'll kind of walk you through what that process looks like. All right, so now what I want to do is, because I can't get this tire off, I've moved it to the point where I can get a hold of it here. And I'm going to first go ahead and pull out this nail. So the nail will come out. There will be a lot of air that comes out too. But also what I want to do is get this tool out. This is called a reamer. And so this tool will go in, helps clean up the hole to make sure that you can put the plug in when that's ready. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and pull out this nail and then get ready to put in the other tool. So very short screw there. Unfortunately it broke off, and so what I want to do at this point is see if there's anything else left in here. So I'll take this tool and run it into there. All right, so now it's in the tire. It's good to go. All right, everyone, so now I've got the tool that's still stuck in the tire to help keep the air in there. I'm going to take the plugs. I'm going to pull the plugs out of the pack. They are super sticky, which they should be. So to take it out, all you need is one right now. You're gonna take this tool. So you guys will see this tool has this hole in the center and then also the piece at the top that lets it out. So typically what I do is I take the plug, put it in here, kind of push real hard to get it through that piece there. And then a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take my pliers, use the pliers to pull it through here. So you take that, pull it, you want it to about halfway, which you guys can see is right there. Now what we're going to do is pull the other tool out and then put this inside the tire. All right guys, so now that we've got this piece ready, what we're going to do is run this around a few times in the tire, pull that out, and then put this inside the tire. And then once we get inside the tire, we're going to pull it back out a little ways and take it loose. Also, what you can do is use what's called rubber cement. So this rubber cement, go in here and put this on the tube here, or on this, the filler piece. So that way it gets a little extra sticky, and it's going to be good to go once it gets in the tire, and it's going to help seal that up and make sure we don't have any leaks. All right. So now let's start the process. So like I said, I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to run it around, make sure it's good to go. and then we're going to put in the plug. All right, so I got the rubber cement on, so I'm going to pull this out and put the plug in. Now this can be a little tricky sometimes. Sometimes you kind of have to roll it around inside. Sometimes you need some leverage. And so you want to get till it's about an 1/8 of the way there, and then we'll pull it out. All right, so now that we got the plug roughly 2/3 in, at this point, what we want to do is just pull this piece straight out, and then our tire's plugged. All right, so you guys can see here, there's a little material hanging out of the tire. That's okay. What you can do is take a knife, cut this piece off. There's a lot of rubber cement on there, so that's going to help seal up that hole. All right, guys, so now we got the plug in there. We're going to trim off the excess with a razor blade. Now at this point, you got your plug in your tire. It's got rubber cement on it. It's also got the sticky piece. It's part of the plug in there, or the sticky parts of the plug. So at this point, this tire is plugged. And then you reinflate with your air compressor and you're done. Okay, everyone, if you're like me and you don't have a spare tire or a tire jack, all you have is an air compressor like this one, then I'd highly recommend you take the time and you buy a tire plugging kit and also a pair of needle nose pliers. It can be a cheap pair of needle nose pliers. So that way, if you end up in a situation like I did, where you end up with a nail or screw in your tire, then you can plug your own tire on the side of the road and get you to wherever you need to go and have somebody else look at it. But what I just showed you is how I always plug the tires in our vehicles, my parents' vehicles. So if you have any questions, reach out and let me know. Thanks.